Brilliant. Excited?
Yeah, nervous as well, really. I don't know why, but
Have you had an interview before?
no, never.
There you go, here's your first bit of interview training. Well, have a seat, mate. Have a seat. Doing good?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, we'll get straight into it then. How did you get into training?
So when I started high school, I was overweight, really.
Yeah.
Not bad, but I was overweight. And I started getting like bullied for it, and I had it in the neck for it for like at least 3 years. But the second year of high school then, year 8, that's when I started training, doing CrossFit and stuff.
Yeah.
So whilst I was doing that training, Michael Farmer was actually down the gym that I trained in, and he picked me up on my technique and weightlifting and stuff like that. So ever since then, it's just been like a roller coaster from there. Like,
Yeah.
and year 9, I think it was my first time I came up here when I was in year 9. I think it was about 13 or 14, something like that. And just it was on and off until year 10. And then in year 10 it started proper. I was coming here like 3-4 times a week. And yeah, just love it here.
So how big were you when you were in school when you got bullied for that?
I was at least 12 stone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How heavy are you now?
like 10, something like that. So
10 stone now.
10, 12 stone, yeah.
Yeah.
But most of that's turned into muscle rather than fat. So
How long have you been training now?
I think it's almost pushing a year.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's only been a year?
yeah, because I was on and off, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say like the biggest difference is like inside yourself? Like you've changed a lot physically. How would you say you've changed like sort of inwards compared to that 12-year-old kid
Yeah.
getting bullied for
So
weight and all that?
mental-wise,
Yeah.
I feel much more confident in myself. Like I used to walk the streets with my hood up
Really?
just because I thought like everyone was after me. So I don't do that anymore. And I feel more confident in myself to walk around and just be me
Yeah.
rather than hide myself. Yeah, I just feel better in a person myself. Like, yeah.
How was the so you were training at Caerphilly.
Yeah.
You had Mikey Farmer.
Yeah.
Train you, and as we all know, Mikey vouched for you.
Yeah.
Brought you here. Mikey likes to brag a lot.
Yeah.
That he brought you here.
Yeah.
But what were your sort of first memories of training at Willpower, and how is that? Is it any different sort of how you were training before?
Oh, it's so different. Like down in CrossFit Caerphilly, it was just you training on your own. You had no one to motivate you to train. As soon as I came up here, I think the first time I came up here, Justin said to me to max out, and I think I like maxed out by 5 kilos on each lift. It's just the atmosphere here is just class. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Can't explain it really.
Yeah. So you're training on your own.
Yeah.
As also what, like 13?
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
You're like what are you now? 15, 16?
16 now. Yeah.
So in the sort of 2 years,
Mm.
you've gone from training on your own
Yeah.
to training with a group of men.
Yeah.
So you're like 16. And
Yeah.
like, you got Jordan 21.
I know.
You got Theo will be about. He's in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
Charlie's in the mid-20s.
Yeah.
Nearly 30. So how would what would you say your experience is from training with a group of men, and what value do you find in that for yourself as a young man growing up?
I think is maybe more mature, as in like mental thing, rather than still acting around being a kid doing drugs on the street, what I could have been doing, but I didn't end up doing it because my mindset just changed completely as soon as I came up here. And yeah.
Do you notice then the difference between your peers of your age group?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're still posting on their fucking stories and shit about drugs, alcohol, money.
Yeah.
That's all they think about. They don't think about the future life, like what they're going to be doing when they're older. They're not planning their life out.
What do you think about?
What do I think about?
Yeah.
Training,
Yeah,
mostly. Yeah, a lot.
What about for your future?
Well, I just hope I have a good one, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you think the things you learn in training,
Yeah.
like it's like discipline? And all
Yeah,
that,
discipline.
that that's going to be what's going to separate you from the rest of your peers. Growing up.
Yeah, like I've got much more discipline than them. A lot more actually, especially like training here. You get a lot of discipline because that's what you're dedicated to. You do come here 5 times a week and just train your balls off. Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Nice. Well, that was a good story.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What does so we've kind of done 2 questions in one there.
Yeah.
What does willpower mean to you now? Now you've here after a year.
Yeah, it's family to me now.
Yeah.
Like everyone's just family. Just love everyone. Yeah. If it weren't for willpower, I don't know where I'd be now. I wouldn't be like, I don't know, competing a lot and shit like that. I wouldn't be where I am physically and mentally. Yeah. I know.
So what are your best lifts at the moment?
My snatch is, I think it's 80 or 81, something like that.
When your clean is around about 100 now. You got 100 clean?
I've clean and jerked 105.
105.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you have any goals then, weightlifting wise? You know, what do you want to hit in the next year or so?
I want to get a 200 kilo total. Yeah. 90, 110. Yeah.
Do you think about your first 100 snatch that's going to be coming up?
Yeah. A lot. Yeah.
What about it is it that you think about?
It's just, I know I can do it.
Yeah.
It's the training I got to do before to get that lift to happen. Like.
So you train here, you know, like we just said with the boys.
Yeah.
With the men of the group, and you are, you know, the young cut.
Yeah.
Who were. What have you learned anything? Any valuable lessons from people like Jordan or Mikey or you know myself if you want?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like you think you're just gonna rock up and you just want to hit PBs all the time. Yeah. You have to do the light training, volume, the hard work before that to hit the PBs you want at the end of the year or 6 months. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I'll give you 2 questions now.
Yeah.
To finish off. The first one being, what would you, if you were like, you know, hypothetically go back in time to your younger self, who maybe didn't feel as confident as he did now, and maybe felt shit about himself, he's walking through the street with himself. Where you are now, with all the lessons you've learned and the person you've become, what would you say to that guy?
Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Why
grow the fuck up?
Because I just didn't think of myself then. I thought of what other people thought, and I just think like, just fucking man up, carry on, do what you want to do, and don't think about what anyone else says. That's what it is in life now. You can't care about anyone else says, otherwise you won't do fuck all. Yeah.
Nice. And so what does willpower mean to you?
Willpower.
What does the word willpower mean?
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Motivation, dedication, discipline, hard work, and it's just like, it's a big fucking family, and everyone loves each other. It's just sick,
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah. It's alright. Fucking hell.
That was class, mate.
Yeah.